Welcome to ODT Rugby Chat. As you can see, we've been booted out of our studio, so we've had to move into the little bar of the ODT bar. So that's why we're drinking some of the sponsors' product tonight. Spokes are the sponsor of the show at the end of the day. And we've got a few things to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about the big game on Saturday, which is Varsity playing Dunedin, which is the biggest game in club rugby. And I've got the two coaches from Varsity. I've got John Hyde and I've got Chris King from the Mighty Sharks. And Chris King can also talk about the big game on Saturday, which I presume you're playing in. We'll talk about that, which is the Highlanders playing the Crusaders. So boys, we'll get underway. Heidi, we'll start with you, mate. So how's Varsity? I haven't seen you this year. How's Varsity travelling?
Pretty good. I think we've this is the first year in a couple of years, or 2 or 3 years, we've made it top 4 in the first round. So after the first round,
you do tend to start a bit slowly, don't you?
Yeah. So and that's been good for us. You know, we had set a goal that would be in that top 4, so we made that. Still there after this first game of the second round. So tracking along all right, but it's got some tough games coming up.
So Mule, we'll talk about Dunedin shortly and your involvement. But let's. Are you still suspended?
No, I finished last week, mate.
So I heard the other day you were trying to say you were pretty harshly done by.
Well, look at the guy got 3 weeks for standing on the guy's head, so, mate, like the column this morning, you know.
So basically the guy just ran into your shoulders, ran into your elbow, is that what you're saying?
Well, you've got to protect yourself, eh?
Right. So, mate, a bit of a proud moment though in Africa, because a shame it wasn't here. 100 games for the Highlanders, that must have been a pretty big day for you.
Yeah, it was a big day. Obviously, the Stormers come out flying and they really straight off the kick-off, they took it to us.
Well, that wasn't such a big day for you, was it? So you played 100 games and you didn't win.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I think every game I sort of played, 100 game for the Super game and the 50 game I think I lost. So I think next time I have a milestone, I won't
just don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
But you must be pretty proud. You played because you played 100 games. Oh, that was in total because you played for the Crusaders as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I played 16 for the Crusaders as well.
16 for the Crusaders. But it must have been still pretty proud for you to play 100 games. Not many guys play 100 games of Super 15 rugby.
No, yeah, it's always pretty proud of it. Obviously, there's a few more clocking up now with the amount of games we're starting to play. But you know, you go back to the day and there's hardly any. So, but you know, it's good to have a phone call from Jimmy Cowan the other day and said it was a great achievement, and he didn't think I'd ever get there. You know, I talked to the wife and said I was coming down for 2 years, and I've been here 10 years. So, you know.
Oh, you'll be here forever now. You won't be leaving now. Because you'll be far too old to get a contract anywhere else, eh?
Probably.
How old are you now? You won't be that old. 33, 34?
33.
That's not that old for a prop.
Nah, just starting prime.
Younger than Tama.
Exactly. Tama Turing's got to be 40 now. Still plays. Is he injured again, I hear?
He's got a bit of a sore calf, but the boy's 35 officially, I think, but I think he still tells the lads he's 29.
Right. So let's talk about the big loss you had to Super Coach 2. That must have been a bit of a galling experience for you to lose to your assistant coach from last year.
Down there with Marty. Credit to the Harbour boys. They came at us. Marty had a game plan where he's going to run those backs at us real hard, and they did that.
You guys can, you can have a beer too.
I'll do that shortly. Yeah. So you know they ran hard at us. You know, found some space, slipped off a few tackles, and once those boys get their their tails up, they just keep going. And it was pretty. It wasn't the sort of conditions that we like to run on. You know, it was pretty sloppy down there that day. So it was what it was. But you know, we were actually up there, and right at the last moment, then a couple of minutes left in the game, we managed to score a try, and then fell off the game a wee bit there. There was a pass that I won't talk about, but they come back and scored
that late try. So mate, so you're coaching. So how do you fit? So you're coaching the Sharks, forward coach of the Sharks. So how do you fit that in?
Well, it's pretty good to me.
Well, it's good to you.
Tea's early, 5:15's tea. Leave by 10 to 6. So good wife.
And you've had a new addition to the family too recently. Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah, she's just gone 3 months. So yeah, no, she's sleeping. So the wife's pretty good to me. There's only a couple of trains I missed because obviously I'm away with the rugby, but Elgin's been outstanding. You know, he's got a lot of working over the pre-season and stuff, and the boys that are there, Sammy and the older boys, and Will and Tomo, you know, they all put a lot, and especially GD as well. So that always helps. Well,
correct me if I'm wrong. I've actually seen you out there with an iPad taking filming it one night. I thought, was that iPad actually on that you were filming that night when you were filming the scrums?
Yeah, it was a wee bit. It was just more to show the young kid.
Right.
Kids had it actually.
What's going on?
Were going on, but it's a bit hard now. You know, the lights aren't the best out there. Not like Varsity lights. You know, they can actually see what they're doing. We're doing it by feel.
Right. And you've got no players.
Yeah, a little bit shorter players. But
We'll come back to that. So what's happening with you? How are you going with players? I mean, what's happening to the wee halfback who I think is the best halfback in town?
Yeah, Nick
is he out again?
Broke his thumb 4 weeks ago now, maybe. I think the plaster's coming off. We'll just play it by ear.
Didn't he break his thumb last year?
He did in that game against Southern here in the semi-final. No, before the semi-final, sorry, and was unavailable for the semi-final, yeah. So, yeah, really unlucky when it comes to that.
Because in your opinion, you've seen a lot of them, I've seen, because we're struggling for halfbacks in this town. We got rid of the best halfback in town who's now playing for the Chiefs, we won't talk about that, but would he be the best halfback in town? I think he would be.
Well, I think he was then, even last year when that halfback was here. I still think he was a step above him.
Right.
Look, he's a great player. He is the best halfback we've got around. Attack, defence, organisation, passes come along really well. All those things that one out of a halfback.
Is he in the 80,000 strong Brownie squad? Is he in that squad?
He's in the mix this year.
Right.
Yep. Which is great. But as I say, being off the field for the last 4 weeks doesn't sort of help things. But I think he'll be back soon, and I expect some really good stuff from him. Yeah.
So how's the wee guy that you've got playing? I think I've got him in the fourth of this Will Coyer.
Yeah,
a lot of people are telling me he's actually pretty good.
Yeah, Wise stepped up.
Where's he from?
Originally, he was in the Blues last year. Where he's from escapes me right at the moment. Wise good value. He is, obviously with Pixie getting injured, he's been able to step into the fold. He's come along leaps and bounds. Yeah, he's played really well. Again, he's a guy that's got a good pass, real nippy around the scrum, good defensively, all those things. So you'll see a bit more of him too, I think.
Okay, let's talk about this Dunedin team. I reckon you had 10 out last week when you were playing Tyre, and you got absolutely thrashed. And you've got a big game this weekend. You've got to play Varsity, and then next week you've got to play Southern, so it's really easy for you, these games. So what's the story? There's just guys just injured?
Injured, yeah, and guys graduating, so it makes the thing. We've got a bit of a policy. If you don't turn up Thursday, they don't get to start. So it's sort of some guys get encouraged. The guys get there Thursday night. They're pretty good, but obviously a couple of guys couldn't make it, so they can't start. But yeah, injuries. Loose forwards. We've probably lost 4 loose forwards, and I think in the squad last week I had 7 props, so it's a bit of a worrying sign.
Now, Mike, because my big concern, I get up there last Saturday and I looked, and I sort of pretty much know who all the Dunedin boys are, and I said, "Oi, who's that guy there?" And so you had a guy, correct me if I'm wrong, who last played 2 years ago, and he played Colts rugby a lot, and he's been surfing for 2 years, and he started for Dunedin.
Yes, that'd be correct. The young fella, old Peacock, rang up on Thursday, took a knee to the jaw, and
he's the blonde-headed boy.
Yeah, the young blonde-headed boy.
Yep.
And he rang up on Friday morning and said, "Coach can't play. It's 3 times the size last night." So I was sitting there having just a quiet cup of tea at the foundry, and old Grundy said there's a good flatmate of his would probably play right. He's a good hard-nosed kid, and so I texted him back and said, "Mate, if you can't play, what your flatmate?"
So he played.
So he fronted up, turned up the lineouts on Friday night, and
so he's on the paddock.
Got 43 minutes and a couple of punches, and
away he goes. So John, coming back to you, look, I think that until what we'll do, we'll hold those questions. I want to talk quickly about the Form 15. We haven't got the backdrop tonight. There's not that many changes. We've still got Mateo Malupa at fullback from Harbour, and you've seen him playing. He's not bad. Matt Faddis I've got on the wing, because I still don't think we have a lot of wingers in this town. I've got Tay Walden at centre still, playing good rugby. I had somebody at second 5 and I've forgotten who it was, so we'll have to leave that. I've got Brycey Morgan coming in on the wing. We got the wee guy from Kaikoura. He's not a big guy, nice kid, scored 3 tries. I think he's the top try scorer in town. Ben Patson, he's still at first 5. I've got this boy yours coming to halfback, this Will Coyer. He's coming there. I finally had to put this Sione Chew in. How's he? Because he played Lockview last year. How's he going as a number 8? He gets write-ups every week.
Yeah, he's going well, and I've asked him to come into that number 8 position. I think he's got great future there.
Yep.
Big boy, strong with the ball in hand, makes some big hits. And the thing is, when he plays lock, he gets right amongst it as well. He's still one of those guys that'll hit the rucks and so on.
So he's going good.
He's going good, mate. He'll go well.
I thought there's James Lynch. He's played for Torres. He's coming on the flank. I watched him play. I thought he was a standout for them on Saturday for the Torres. He's not a bad player.
He was outstanding, breakdown here and turned the wild ball over
and scored a couple of tries. This Ratu Daiwa, I was talking at 6. Joe Ladder's playing well for Zingaree. I bought in Simon Grant. I don't know if you've seen him play, but he turns up and gives them a good performance every week.
Page's brother?
Yeah, Page's brother. I put Mike Matafa in it from Southern. I've still got Sam Anderson Heather in, and I bought in Lousy Pritchard from Greenmont. I don't know who he is, but I've had to put somebody from Greenmont on that. So mate, let's talk about Sam Anderson Heather for a minute. Now, he holds that Dunedin pack together.
Well, mate, he's been a stalwart for the pack, since I turned up, and he's there in 06 and come along a young kid, and he's been there, he does a lot for the club, and he does hold us together. And he's just every week he puts boots on, and he just performs.
Turns up and plays. And he's far and away the best hooker in town. Now look, now I hear he's not playing on the weekend.
Yeah.
There's talk he might be playing for the Highlanders. Can you confirm or deny?
I can't confirm or deny. Yeah, I saw on the board last night he wasn't available till Southern, so yeah. We'll see.
Well, I mean, it's a real shame for Dunedin if he doesn't play against the Varsity boys on the weekend. But look, I'd love to see him get some game time for the. He wouldn't let himself down at Super 15 then.
Oh, definitely not. He's been unlucky, with injuries. I think we go back to about 09 when he was in the Water Trans squad, and he was a week away from being in the team, and I think Mueller's got a crack instead.
Yeah.
So if he does get an opportunity if he makes a team this week, and we'll find out probably tomorrow or the next day.
Right, so I'll have a couple of questions to finish, but we'll go on to now, lads. We'll talk about the games this weekend. I'll get a prediction from you both. We're starting with start with you, Mil. Zingaree, Tyree. They're playing at Zingaree. Tyree too good.
Too big.
Tyree too good for you. I think I agree with that. So Dunedin versus Varsity. Heidi, we'll start with you. And I'm thinking, hate to say it, but I think you guys could win this game in a canter.
Well, I just want to win it. I don't care if it's a canter or how we do it. We just want to win it. But remember, it's at Jonathan Keogh Memorial as well, so it's a big game for us there. So I'll pick Varsity obviously over that. Yeah.
So Mule, can Dunedin get through these injuries and win this game?
Yeah, I just told Nelgan before, mate, and so we picked a reasonably good pack. So I think we got a chance.
Right.
Obviously last week we were probably a few players short. And
You got a few more back this week.
a few more back this week. So.
Right.
Yeah, tough.
It will be tough. Mule, we'll start with you then. Green Island Southern should be pretty much a canter, the big Southern pack.
Yeah, unlucky Green Island, but I think Southern's just too
big.
big.
Southern too big.
Yeah.
Harbour, Cochrane, that'll be a lot tighter. It's out at Harbour. You'd have to fancy Supercoach's chances.
Oh, Harbour at home, I think. Yep.
And Pirates or Embry Union, 16.5, probably up to 17.5. Can we get 20,000 this game, Mule?
I think we can. We're lucky enough to both teams are trucking along quite good. So I think there's a few Cantons who will come down and probably enjoy it.
4,000 contributors. You'll have a big crawl on there, Heidi.
So yeah, no, they'll be there. So if you're asking who's going to take that game, I'll be back in the Highlanders all the way at home. Yeah.
So look, we get 20,000 there, Mule. You'll be starting, I presume. I presume you're in the good books and back in the pack.
Yeah, hopefully.
We'll take it as read that you're in. But we haven't got too many injuries, have we? We've still got a few.
Oh, well, we got a couple.
Sopawanga's okay. Does he come right?
There's always a couple of niggles, but I think the boys should come through right.
Right.
And, we'll find out tomorrow. We've had the day off today, so tomorrow we'll tell him and Jake will know the team. But I think boys always get up for challenges, especially with the Kiwi teams.
Well, it's a quarter final, isn't it? Effectively, this is a quarter final. You pretty much both teams have to win this game.
Yeah, definitely. And they only had enough last week, and the boys, they're probably a bit battered after the Hurricanes game. They defended outstandingly, really. So we'll be fronting up for that and get ourselves up.
It's going to be one on the defence.
Right. So just to finish, just think there's two big games this weekend. Varsity playing Dunedin out at Kettle Park on Saturday. Look, it's too hard to pick, but I might go with Mule. Dunedin win by 1. And in the big game, make sure you get along on Saturday night, 5:35 at the stadium. We want to get 20,000 plus there. Look, you can take it to the bank. The Highlanders will win 13 and under, and they'll be looking good for that top 6. And we'll talk to you again next week.